So now I'm going to watch episode 11 of Attack on Titan. This is part 7 of the struggle for Trost. And I guess we're going to see if Eren is able to prove himself in Titan form to Pixis and to his fellow soldiers and to see what the next chapter in this story is. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. Really curious to see how this plays out. I don't know exactly how cool I would be with needing to prove myself, but you can also put yourself in the shoes of Pixis and how he might need a little bit of firsthand experience that Eren can be trusted in Titan form in somewhat of a controlled situation. Still, I just want people to accept him for what it is. I want to get towards that basement. That's the bottom line, is I really want to see what's in that basement. And they're giving us a nice recap of what happened in episodes 9 and 10 here with Vorman and his jerkness of jerkitude or whatever. And then, of course, Pixis sitting in to seemingly be our hero of the day, but maybe he won't even be what he seems. Who knows? You never know with this show anymore. I'm just hanging on for the ride and seeing where it takes me. So here we go. Episode 11's getting underway. And here we pick up with Eren agreeing to see if he can plug up that hole with the big boulder. So we'll see how that goes. And Pixis tells him he's a real man. So this is good. We're getting off to a good start here. And he's calling an audience. He wants everybody to see what happens. I think this makes sense. I think he is going to try to earn their trust and their respect by having them witness this, which has potential to be something great, but it could also backfire spectacularly. So now there's suddenly a whole lot of pressure on Eren for this mission. Yeah, Eren realizes that the commander is incredibly aware of what he's doing. And here Eren points out what I've been saying finally, that the Titans are not our only enemy, that humans are also the enemy. I suspect they're going to be the bigger enemy as the mysteries unfold. But Pixis is letting these young folks know just how much he's counting on them, which is a lot of pressure. And they're showing just how much the rank and file of the soldiers don't have much confidence that there's any way to plug this hole in the wall, in Rosewall. So I guess, like I said, this could be spectacular in earning trust, or it could backfire spectacularly if it doesn't work out. So much pressure. And we're getting to spend some time with Daz again, the guy that had so much battle fatigue on the last episode and was suicidal, and now he realizes he wants to live. And he has a commander threatening to execute him on the spot if he doesn't get with the program. Still showing how much things are falling apart. It looks like Daz was ready to draw his own sword and fight that guy. He doesn't want to go back into the battle, which you can understand with the trauma that was thrown upon so many people. Some other young soldiers wishing they could choose how they die instead of having their commanders, their so-called leaders, just throw them into the mess as a human sacrifice, more or less. Oh, wow. And now there's a plan for people to basically betray their orders. This guy says he's going to use the confusion to escape from all this. Interesting to see things just falling apart, how this external strain is causing the society here to crumble, just like the walls are crumbling. Oh, I like this. Pixis is pointing out somebody had a theory that if a non-human threat appeared, that it would cause humanity to band together and to be unified. Of course, we're seeing they're crumbling a little bit, but that sounds a lot like Ozymandias' plan from Watchmen. Once again, back to my cynical conspiracy theory that humans created the Titans as a means of uniting humanity, and it backfired. Just like Eren says, we've hardly come together. We're at each other's throats now. But Pixis realizes they need something to unify them because they're falling apart. Their ability to project power is falling apart with it. So maybe that's his plan with this big spectacle with Eren plugging up that hole, is to once again try to unify people. And we get to see Hannes again, seeing what the young kids have grown up to be now. Pixis keeps taking swigs from his flask, too. That's that eccentric nature I talked about. Offering Eren a swig before he turns into a Titan, and he's going to take it. Oh, this might be bad. Eren is definitely not a fan of the liquor there. People crying to go ahead and get their execution underway if that's what's going to happen. Morale is at an all-time low. I think it's fair to say that. But Pixis is just called out, everybody silenced, and all eyes on him. And Pixis tells him that a secret plan is about to begin to plug that hole in the wall to try to recover Trost. And nobody can believe him. Like, nobody knows how that could possibly be done. So let's see how this unfolds. And he just introduced Eren to everyone, called him a member of the cadets, which makes me feel better about still calling these young soldiers cadets, because I don't know what else to call them. Oh, and they said Pixis is painting this like the Titan transformation was the plan all along and not something he just now discovered. Connie can't believe it. Yeah, Connie's a little cynical because he's been with Eren, so he would know if any secret plan was going on, right? And he's letting him know the plan, that Eren's going to become a Titan, move that big boulder in front of the hole in the wall. And I got to tell you, I'm expecting this to backfire. I really am. Nothing's gone according to plan so far, so why should this? And the soldiers are supposed to support him by fighting off other Titans while he moves the rock, because he will be kind of defenseless holding that boulder. Now Armin breaking out that genius, that tactical genius of his to create the appropriate distraction. I really love how Armin has come along in these last 3-4 episodes. Loving this character now. And it looks like he's thinking of everything, putting the elite soldiers around Eren, putting the cannons behind the group of crowd to work as bait for the Titans. He is soon to be like the field marshal for this army someday. I think that's his destiny. The guy is really good at this. And Armin also still holding on to that pessimism a little bit. He's not even sure his own brilliant plan is going to work, which I guess is a good way to be if you're going to create brilliant plans that could kill people. And time is of the essence. They're pointing that out, that every second that ticks by, more Titans are coming into the town of Trost, or the outpost of Trost. So they've really got a big job in front of them. It almost seems like a hopeless endeavor. And she's even pointing out how the people are going to abandon them too. So not only are Titans pouring in, but the morale is getting weaker. The fear is growing by the moment. And understandably, not everybody believes this is true. People think they're being lied to just so they can be out there as another human sacrifice. Oh, this is a stroke of genius. Pixis is allowing people who don't want to be there to leave. And I think it makes sense. You can't have these folks fighting against their will and doing a good job. So he's telling them, leave now before the trouble gets started, because you're just going to get in the way. I got to say, stroke of genius by Pixis. I didn't see this coming at all. This is great. I love it. Really making me admire this guy's leadership, this Pixis guy. Now let's see who takes him up on his offer. Now that they're allowed to leave and they don't feel like they're held against their will, they're actually having a change of heart, and maybe they're going to fight even harder. The genius just gets more genius. This is great. Oh, man, and now Pixis is validating my theory that they expect a certain amount of casualties. He says the last recovery mission was just really a mission to get rid of the populace that the government couldn't support. Oh, man, I feel validated here. This is great. Me and Pixis are on the same page, for better or worse. And humanity is guilty of sacrificing itself. And because of the balance of the population, it wasn't a big deal the first time it happened. But now they stand to lose a lot more people, so it's a bigger deal. They can't just let people die to thin out the herd, so to speak. Pixis is pointing out, if humans go extinct, it won't be because of Titans. It'll be because they killed themselves off. Oh, man, everything that I've been like, well, not everything. A lot of what I've been seeing in this show is being brought to light now, and I love it all through this Pixis guy. Asking them to at least die in battle rather than to die from their own human treachery. And even Eren's not sure he can do it, but he knows what his role is. Getting some more informational cards about the devices they have. Moving the cannons into position. They're getting ready to start Armin's plan, it looks like. And he's giving some so-called elite soldiers the job of protecting Eren. The question is, will they betray Eren? Will these characters actually attack him? Because I don't trust these folks. And Rico doesn't seem to trust in Pixis's plan, and she was really right there chirping in Vorman's ear. She was all about killing Eren in the last episode. I like it that Pixis is turning the tables, acting like these defeatist soldiers would prefer to lose to Titans, like they want to lose to Titans. I love it. He's a good motivator here. Says he's willing to do anything to defeat the Titans. I like that common thread running through this show. Yep, calling himself a self-proclaimed gambler in this situation. Yeah, he says these three are the best of the Garrison Regiment. I really wish Captain Levi's crew was here to do this job, though. Got to tell you. Maybe they'll show up triumphantly. Who knows? I'd have much more confidence in what we saw from Levi's crew than these guys. And this guy's saying he doesn't feel competent enough to lead this mission. He tells him alcohol is the answer. Yeah, Pixis does seem a little crazy. His whole choice of leader boils down to how well the guy understands booze. And it's nice here, Eren expressing his confidence in the brilliance of Armin once again. And he's telling Mikasa once again, don't you dare come with me, which means she'll be there. Mikasa's going to be there. She can protect him against Titans. We've seen her in action enough to know she can. But wow, Eren is just really vehemently rejecting Mikasa's protection. I don't get it. Oh, and she's just been assigned to the protection squad. That's going to make her happy. And of course, this guy knows her skill, so this all makes sense. This is what everybody wants, right? Now the question is, who's going to get chomped in this mission? I know there's going to have to be chomps. Well, it's good. I'm getting a little more confidence in his support crew there with Mikasa part of the team. Oh, wow. This guy's saying that Eren is a coddled brat. I haven't seen him be coddled at all so far. Makes sense. You want to avoid any unnecessary confrontation. Try to be as sneaky as you can to the moment the plan rolls into motion. Oh, wow. And Rico's putting a lot of pressure on Eren, telling him that people are going to die during this mission, all because of him. Both juniors and seniors, they're all prepared to die for him. They're pawns. No, they're not. And it looks like they've got their first Titan confrontation coming here. Well, at least they managed to avoid that first Titan attack. Suddenly, I like this. Rico is mentioning so many soldiers by name, that they're actual lives and humans and not just pieces on the board. I like this aspect to her, even though she seemed to be one of the jerks that wanted to kill Eren before. She cares a lot about the human costs of this battle, this conflict. Why does she think Eren's pampered? I don't get that. I haven't seen anything that makes him look pampered. Or maybe she's just trying to get under his skin to motivate him even more. Maybe she's even going on a level deeper than I'm able to comprehend here, just motivating him. Whether she believes in him or not, at this point she's committed, so I guess she wants to do everything she can to make him succeed. Oh, and this will mark the first time humanity's actually gained territory against the Titans. I never thought of that, but I suppose it all makes sense. Oh, this could be humanity's first victory over Titans. Now, this is getting real exciting. These sort of consequences, motivational morale consequences are being brought to the forefront, and here we go. Everything's rolling into motion. We're going to see what happens. Looking for the moral victory in addition to the battlefield victory here. Humanity's first ever reclaiming of something they lost to the Titans. So much rides on this. Oh, and Eren just bit his hand. Here we go. Let's see what happens. Does he successfully become pointy-eared Titan? So far, so good. Now we're left in the lurch. Here he comes. Yes, he is here for the show. He's ready for his mission. This is great. He still seems small to pick up the rock, Mikasa says. Now, the struggle... Uh-oh. What's happening? What's happening? What? Whoa, 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 what? Oh, man, I told you this could backfire. So he turns into Titan form. Instead of looking at the rock, he turns around, lashes out at Mikasa. I don't know what's going on here. I know Eren didn't want Mikasa to be risking her life as part of this elite crew, but oh, gosh. New ways to break our heart, right? Okay, well, I'll be back with my full review of episodes 11 and 12 soon. I don't know what to make of this latest turn of events. I really thought that I was starting to get in the groove here and know where this was going, but in true Attack on Titan fashion, once again, leaves me somewhat dumbfounded. Talk to you soon.